Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FrostBytez Gaming Experience. We're going to be taking a little bit of a trip down memory lane with a little bit of curveball added to it, if you can already tell by just reading the video title of this. But yeah, we're going to take ourselves a nice little trip back to the first ever game I ever did for the channel as a Let's Play in Metroid Fusion. But we're adding a little bit extra into it by making it a challenge run. Last time I did a challenge run for the channel was my 24% run of Super Metroid, and now I'm looking to go on my way to play a 1% run or 0% run of Metroid Fusion. I have never done this particular challenge before. I've seen it, obviously, if you know it via Topsy Hatley's run of it, where I would watch him play it, and that's about all I remember of it. And the only way that I know about the 0% run is I did see that it was possible to do one via Games Done Quick, because I took a look into it and saw that it was actually possible to do a 0% run of this game. Now, whether or not I am capable of doing the 0% run, we'll see when we get to there. For those of you that do not know that are watching this, a 1% run slash 0% run is basically you get none of the items except for one particular one to make it a 1% run. There is a way around it, apparently, to make it a 0% run. However, again, I don't know if I can do it. You know, I'm doing all of this for the first time ever. I have never tried a challenge run of this game. I've done my own little fun speed runs, quote unquote. I'm no professional speed runner, obviously, and when I'm talking about speed runs, I'm just like, you know, testing myself, you know, just for the fun of it. I'm not looking to try and break the game in any kind of means possible. I'm just playing because I love this game. I think I've mentioned it before the first time that I played this game on the channel back in, like, God, what was it, like 2012, I think it was back in 2011 when I first recorded it for the channel. I played this game a lot as a kid. I think this is probably my most played Metroid game, next to Prime, honestly, in comparison to that of Super Metroid, where I didn't play Super Metroid nearly as much as I did Metroid Fusion and, again, Metroid Prime. I'd say that those are my top Metroid games that I have ever played, and I played a shit ton of Metroid Fusion, so it's probably one of my favorite handheld games, if not one of my favorite Metroid games. It's just a favorite game of mine in general. And ever since I watched Topsy do a 1% run of it, God, when was that, like 2013? 2014? I don't remember exactly how long it was ago, but I've been having an itch to go out of my way and try my own 1% run. And when I took a look at a speed run of it, I noticed that they did a 0% run, and so I skipped ahead because there's one particular missile that you cannot avoid, so I had thought, and so a lot of people had thought. There's a particular missile that you cannot avoid, making it a 1% run, the lowest percentage you can do with this game. However, I think it was like 2 years ago when I saw this run that there is a little glitch that you can do to also avoid the one missile that was previously thought to be unavoidable. And like I said, I will test it, I will try it, we will see if I can make it a 0% run. If I cannot, then I will try for a 1% run and just kind of see, I guess, how far I can go before I lose my mind. My goal, obviously, is to beat it. I beat the 24% run of Super Metroid. I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that I can beat the 1% or 0% run of Metroid Fusion. You know, I'm very anxious to do this. I'm also doing it with a controller this time, actually. I'm using a Super Nintendo controller to play this, instead of using a keyboard like I did when I first played it. Gosh, it was so long ago when I did it, and I do want to go on my way and do a 100% run of this game sometime. I don't know exactly when, but right now I just kind of been wanting to, I've been having an itch to do challenge run games. I started doing it with the randomizer run, Pokemon Fire Red, that I started doing for Twitch until once again I realized I just do not have the free time in order to do that and upload it for YouTube, so I scrapped that. Twitch is probably almost never going to happen. You know, unfortunately, if it is, it's going to be way, way down the line. I kind of just want to stick to YouTube for the time being. It's easier for me based on what my scheduling is at work. I want to utilize my weekends for free time, not for, you know, doing Twitch. And so, yeah, but it started off with that thought, and then I was remembered of the 1% run, and I'm like, I want to give this a go, because for a while I had been using my Friday uploads as like a one-and-done games, but there's not... Again, I don't really have that much free time, and there's not a lot of games that I want to go my way just to play one time. If I'm looking to play a game once, I'm going to look to play it more than that. That's what ended up happening with Dead Cells. That's what ended up happening with Super Hot. You know, there's not a whole lot of games that I'd only want to play one time, and I feel like it's a little bit of a waste of time in order to do that. I kind of want to make them, you know, Fridays something different, but, you know, still for it to be something, really. And because of that, for the time being, right now I'm just going to be utilizing my Fridays in order to do the 1% run of Metroid Fusion for however long that's going to be. I might utilize my Fridays to take a look into just doing challenge runs of games that I just like in general. You know, I've been having an itch on Super Nintendo games lately, and that has me playing Secret of Evermore for the time being. Loving it already, not that far into it, but I'm already enjoying the crap out of it. And I was originally planning on using my Friday uploads for like longer games, and I might even still look to do that. I don't know if I want this to be of a 15-minute episodic deal, or if I want it to be more of a half-hour episodic deal or not. But oh, two shots there. I don't know exactly which, you know, I don't know exactly the direction I want to go with this one. I guess we'll kind of see with how long I want to have this first episode going for. If I want it to be the normal 15 minutes, go on for 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour. Again, I was originally looking for Fridays to be more long plays, but since I'm doing 2 RPGs at the moment in Jade Empire and also with now with Secret of Evermore, those are already looking to be 20-minute uploads in their own right already. So if I want to make it any longer, I'd have to look for like maybe half-hour videos. But again, I don't know how long this Metroid Fusion run is going to be or not, but since I'll only be uploading it on Fridays, I think I might go my way and make these half-hour parts on each and every episode, because again, it's only going to be Friday uploads. I'm sticking with Secret of Evermore and Jade Empire for the time being of my, you know, Monday through Thursday uploads, but I've always wanted Fridays to be something different, and right now I kind of want Fridays to be challenge run of games that, you know, I've played before that I enjoy, and now I want to challenge myself in it. What kind of challenges are out there for me to test with this? I don't exactly know. I'm going to be taking a look and seeing what all is out there. Maybe I'll look to lower the percentage in another Super Metroid run, or I don't know, just find something out there to do. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a no coin Mario challenge at some point or another. I am going to be saving a lot because, again, I've never done a 1% run. I'm no speed runner. I'm no expert at this game. I just enjoy playing it. You know, the fact that I'm not an expert should be very apparent just by, you know, my poor skills already and just doing basic jumps and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know exactly what direction I want to take my Friday uploads to be, because then also I was thinking about having Friday and Saturday be my uploads of what I was going to do on Twitch, but I'm not interested in doing Twitch. I'm just not. I prefer not doing this live. I prefer, you know, just doing this for fun for myself and then to upload it later on. So because I scrapped that idea, now I gotta look on, like, okay, so I'm kind of just scrapping Saturday entirely. I think Saturday is just gonna be a relaxed day for me, and I like to use Saturdays and sometimes Sundays to get all episodes recorded and then rendered ahead of time so I can upload them throughout the week. Because of that, you know, like I said, kind of looking on just keeping it Monday through Friday. I just haven't known what I want to do, particularly with my Friday uploads, you know, just yet, other than just making it a different game, but, you know, extending it to maybe a half-hour Let's Play of it. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see the further on we go with it. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that for the time being. Let's just enjoy ourselves some Metroid Fusion. Again, I love this game. I really do. I know for a lot of like hardcore Metroid fans, one of the negative things about it is that it's a little bit too linear. I do agree. You know, this game can be relatively linear. You know, it basically tells you where you're supposed to go, not exactly how to get there, but where, you know, it gives you a sense where you're supposed to go. Whereas with Super Metroid, it was just go. You know, there was like no, oh, you need to go over here. You just kind of explored the world and made it relatively difficult in some cases. You know, again, I wasn't really a big fan of Super Metroid to begin with, because I would get confused on what it is, where it was I was supposed to go and what it was I was supposed to do. And, you know, eventually I just kind of got, like, over that sense and really started to enjoy it the older I got when it came to Super Metroid. This is not the direction I want to go. I kind of want to just get some health, just in case. Because, again, I'm no expert when it comes to this game at all. And, you know, I could potentially die to the first boss here if I'm not careful with it. Now, I've seen some people be able to, like, kill these things in one shot, and I'm wondering if it's because of, like, because it looks to me like they get, like, really close with it, and so I'm not exactly sure. Okay, now this is going to be the first really big test here. Perfect. And, alright, let's see how I do with this boss. I gotta make sure I'm a little bit careful here, because I know he can do a lot of good damage. Alright, you should get a couple swipes. And then he's probably gonna send out some fire. Whoa, or he's just gonna do that. Okay, he's doing a lot of those shots. I was expecting a fire to come out eventually. There it is. As long as I don't touch him or let him swipe at me, like, getting hit with the blue deal isn't that big of a deal. Ooh, but him touching me can do a lot of damage. Alrighty. Okay, I need a lot of missiles here. There we go. This deal, from what I remember with Topsy's run, is what can really end a lot of 1% runs when it comes to this game, because that particular, like, when it's the X-Parasite in that form, does a lot of damage when they touch you, and from what I remember, he would do relatively well when it came to fighting off the boss, but then when he would go against that particular form, the second phase, basically, of the X-Parasite, that is where I noticed, like, a lot of his runs would end against, you know, what he was going against. Oh, there was, like, a weird trick, I think. Oh, well. There's, like, a weird jump trick that I remember seeing in the speedrun of it. But yeah, I couldn't pull it off, obviously. I'm going to be taking a lot of hits again. I'm no professional at this. I just love this game. Absolutely love it to death. I'm excited. I'm super excited. That first boss was not too hard. I was expecting to actually kind of just die there at least once. You know, because I've never tried to fight the boss that way, ever. You know, all these bosses, I'm going to be, you know, essentially testing my limits against them. Let's see what I'm capable of. Let's see what they're capable of. It opens a whole entire new... That's what I like about these challenge runs and why I'm so interested in trying them, is that, you know, it opens a whole entire new sense of how you got to take on every single room and how to take on every single enemy. And it's going to be relatively hard for me because I'm a big, like, you know, I see an item, I pick up an item, I got to keep reminding myself that I can't pick up any of the items minus that one, and even then I am capable of, you know, dodging that one. I just gotta, I gotta try on how. It's like a weird thing with how you do a morph ball and then you jump right back up, and then, like, doing that, like, springs you across to the other area where then you don't have to, you can jump over the missile without actually having to force yourself to grab it. I'll be interested to see if I can actually get that to work or not. So also give me a chance to be able to play this game and actually relatively name every single thing correctly, such as the SAX. I remember as a kid, I would always refer to it as the Sax, you know, because that's literally what his initials were, the SA-X, Samus X, but I would always refer to it as the Sax, and I would always tell everybody that I remember playing, like Super Smash Bros. Melee, and then I would change, you know, have like a Samus versus a Samus, and one of the ones with the changed color, I remember playing with my cousins, and I would always be like saying, oh my god, it's Samus versus the Sax, and like, what are you talking about? And I had to tell them about Metroid Fusion, and that's how they got into the game as well. Obviously, my big mess up of calling Ridley Ridley, you know, because for whatever reason, I would always kind of use a hard Y when it came to names with I in it whenever I was a kid. I couldn't tell you why. That's just exactly how it was. Maybe I thought it was cooler. I remember I would spell, because my spelling was horrible as a kid, whenever I wouldn't know how to spell it or just kind of want to go my way to spell it a certain way, I would use Y in a lot of cases, like pretty. I would spell it P-R-Y-T-Y, pre-T. Why? I don't know. I was a stupid kid. You know, and not only was I a stupid kid, but it was also like throughout high school in some cases, because I was lazy, and in some cases I sucked at spelling, you know, and so I would always utilize a hard Y whenever I could. I don't think I really need to get that much of the extra energy. I just kind of jumped on it, because why not? You know, again, I'm trying to remember just about everything here. Ooh, ow. Alright, so I think I gotta open up the green doors. Later, haters. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it's these things. Now, if I remember correctly, there's like a thing where like you can actually see a GameCube in it, and oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, on the top left of the device there. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do remember that being a thing where it's like, oh yeah, there's a GameCube within it, and that's actually relatively cool. I love it when you like see little things like that. They're so much fun. Just gonna skip you guys. Later. Okay. Another one of these here. These guys don't do too much damage to where it's actually a big deal. I can actually take a hit or two. This one I think I gotta jump over though. I missed it. Oh, my aiming sucks. I'm also getting used to utilizing the Super Nintendo controller for it, which hasn't actually been too bad. I'm really liking the feel of this controller that I got. It made Secret of Evermore a lot easier in one case, and so far it actually feels better than utilizing a keyboard so far. I just want to give myself some missiles. Thank you. Excuse me, good sir. But yeah, definitely going to be looking at like how I interact with certain enemies and rooms, because again, I'm used to like just killing all of them and, you know, get what you can out of them. But now it's like I don't really need a whole lot. I remember that only leads to getting myself another missile or so. Ooh, I'm actually taking a lot of damage here. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and try and give myself something here. Some nice health. This should help. Resize me on. I could have done a jump there, so that was really poor of me. Oh my god, okay. There is like a particular way that you can do like a wall jump off of that onto the other ledge. I'm just not good enough. I got no missiles, so I gotta stack some up here. And I think if I just shoot it, it'll launch some out for me. Oh wow, that was horrible. Okay, so they do not, so I just gotta kill these guys until I get missiles back. It'll also give me all my health back too, but I just gotta get 2 more missiles. Oh, I could just grab it before it even forms onto one of them. Alright, come on. No! 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 Alright, here we go. Come on! There we go. Okay, that's all 3 that I need. As long as I don't mess up, and guess, lo and behold. Alright, come on, give me some missiles. Missiles. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Now, even if I screw up, I should be good. There we go. That was relatively rough. Still give me that. Come here. Come to daddy. There we go. Alright. Relatively low on my chunk of missiles here, but I think we're good right now. I can just walk right through. That's a good chunk of damage. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Oh my god. There we go. There's also like another particular way to skip a good portion of this. Again, I just don't know how to do it. Alright, I think that's all of them. Not exactly sure. I think, is there a save here? I think up here is a save. And again, I'd like to save often just to make sure. Nope, it's just an extra deal. I'd like to save often just to make sure that I don't, like, you know, lose a whole lot of progress here. Oof. Ooh, okay, I didn't even think I could make that jump. Alrighty, once again, relatively low on missiles. I gotta find a means to get those. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, I think I can actually... Oh, I didn't even need to do that because that makes it a little bit harder. But I think you can actually just jump from the water. Yeah, and then you can actually reach this. Okay. Alright, I know there's a save over here. I can use this to give me some missiles back, but I don't need to because that one deal gives me all the missiles I'm going to need. But might as well just utilize the save room. Going against that weird little eyeball thing, but there's always that trick that you can utilize where you just stand on a platform right underneath them and they will not be able to hit you. Oof. Ooh, I don't know how to dodge that. There we go. See, I know that I've seen, and I saw it on the speed run, on the 1% run, but it's like if you get close enough to that eye and hit it with the missile, I think it's a guaranteed one hit. Alright, go ahead and get myself up here. And right over here. Oh, a little bit more. There it is. And one more should do it. Oh, nope, one more. Thought it was only 3 hits, but it's 4 hits. Alrighty, so we got ourselves the charge beam now. Very nice. Alrighty, so we're good to go, and there's one more, I believe. Another little cool trick, and I remember, I think I talked about it with Topsy when he was doing the 1% run. But if you're up here and then launch it from there, you can shoot a part of your beam over it. It's like a good cover fire. Something that I never knew that you could actually do for the longest time as a kid. Alright, yep, here's our last one. I can start blowing these guys up in one hit. That's right, that thing hurts a lot if you hit it. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but, you know, it hurts. Alright, all stabilizers are good, so let's get the hell out of here. Alright, it feels nice. I think I can just sneak out this way, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Oh, and a save, too. It feels good. I don't think we need to utilize that save, though. We can just utilize the save on the way out. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, excuse me. Don't mind me. Gotta go this way. Wait, is this where I just came from? No, okay, it's not. Looking at the direction that was in, I thought it was the one that I literally just did where I had to blow the hole right through the wall, but I forgot that one was facing the other way, so it doesn't matter nearly as much. For some reason, I thought I had to get... This is where I got the green doors open, but that's just where you come back when you actually do utilize that. I'll save once I get to the other area. Alrighty, so the next one I believe is that really giant eye boss. There's a lot of eyes when it comes to these things, but yeah, I think it's that giant weird like eye parasite looking thing where all you gotta do is stand under it and it just floats down at you, yeah. Okay. I think like where it's gonna start getting really hard is when I start going to the nightmare area. That not Nightmare himself because he's in the Arctic area, but just the nocturnal area where you have to deal with a lot of the cold parasite X's. Because I remember those things just being a big pain in the ass in general, and so now I gotta refer to it as a big pain in the ass that could potentially one-shot me. I don't think it's that big. I always misremember how much damage they do. I just remember it being the part where I got stuck the most as a kid. For some reason, I had such a hard time dealing with them. I could not tell you why exactly. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see like a lot of particular bosses. A lot of the first ones, yeah, nothing too bad, but like Ceres is gonna be interesting. Oh, going against the Yakuza spider. Oh, that was another boss that I had a lot of trouble with when I was a kid, which is really funny because there's a particular area where you can't get caught by him. Never knew it as a kid, so I had a really hard time with it. Okay, this is the area. So this is one of those rooms that I've always thought was interesting as a kid because it's one of those where it's like, oh, it looks really short and simple, but then when you add all the hidden areas, it's actually a really big map. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the biggest map. I don't think it is. I think the underwater one is where Ceres X is, because I think if you continue on with all the hidden areas of it, it's really, really big. I could be misremembering, but I don't know. Anyway, so we gotta unlock security door blue. It looks like, yeah, level 1. Okay, objective clear. Yes, it is. Let's just get yep. Alright, let's go ahead and save in this area just to be on the safe side. I've got 59 energy. I'm gonna go ahead and just recharge. I don't think I need to, but again, also just to get the extra 3 missiles, it's just a good idea. And again, I'm no freaking speedrunner. I'm not gonna be all cocky and be like, oh yeah, I totally got this. This is easy. Hell no. I'm gonna get wrecked. Are you kidding me? Alrighty. Just shoot those. Alright, I gotta go this way. Ow. Yeah, these things do a lot of damage because they're really slow. Always it's the slower enemies that do the most damage to you, as you can see. Oh no, the blue's right there, but I gotta go up this way. Yeah, the enemies that are slow that you should never get hit by are the ones that are always going to do the most amount of damage to you. And of course I get a little too cocky and take a couple easy hits there. I do want to utilize just a couple health parasites there. Oh, I thought I killed them. Are you kidding me? Oh, jeez. They do so much damage. Oh, I'm also not looking forward to going against, like, the evolved form of these weird bug things because they go into those, like, little fly critter deals, and those are a pain in the ass. Even with a whole lot of health. I think those things actually one-shot you. If you're doing a 1% run. Alright, just give me my health. There we go. I think it's like the blue one. You can just go crazy on it forever, and it takes way too long to kill it, but it gives you a red. But I think that should be enough health as long as I'm not a complete idiot here. Oof, oof, right down the middle. That's what I like to see. Alrighty. Oh, you're taking too long. Alright, I think this is where I need to go. Yes, it is. Also, I kind of like want to savor my missiles, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of pointless for me too. Jeez, he really did that much damage to me, huh? Oh my god, anyways, I got myself the bombs now. Oh, I think I'm going to be more concerned about the little critters here and there than I am the actual bosses, because I tend to, like, not take them too seriously, but because I don't take them too seriously, I can easily die because of them. Like, this guy's going to kill me. I knew it! I knew that was going to happen. Holy, alright, death number 1. Good, now I gotta go do all that again. Okay, oh boy. Yeah, I gotta remember, I'm no slick player here. I gotta remind myself that too. But I completely misshot my missile there. That was really poor of me. Alrighty. Excuse me. Alrighty, I'm not gonna be too cocky now. But yeah, the fly critters especially, those, because they move they move at weird angles, and if you mistime the shot in the wrong direction like I just did, it can definitely come back to bite you in the ass. And I think a charge beam, if you do like a cover shot like I just did there, I think it only counts for like half the damage that it would normally do. So I think it does the exact same damage as a normal shot and a not charged shot. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a mathematician when it comes to this game. I love math, but I haven't gone on my way to, you know, really dive into all the numbers when it comes to Metroid Fusion and, oh, this much damage as opposed to this much damage if you do this, and if, you know, the weather outside is just perfect and, you know, it's raining about 3 inches or so. Like, I couldn't tell you any of that. I'll leave that to the people that truly, truly love doing stuff like that. You know, I'll just play the game and have fun with it. Alrighty, let's take care of this fucker here. There we go. Oh, of course, then I lose that parasite of it. But I've got enough energy that even if I do take a weird hit from it this time, I should be relatively fine as long as I don't take 2 hits from it. I should probably look to also keep my charge shot charged at all times and not even have to worry about wasting an entire missile. I rarely ever utilize the charge shot as much as I really should. Okay, now if I can't remember, is this where I want to go? Or is this just, I think this just leads to an extra goodie, but I don't remember. Yes, it does. Okay, at least I'm misremembering correctly. Alright, this is like the nice little trick where it's like, oh, it goes to there. No, it actually goes down here, but nice try, though. Is there a save down here? There is. Perfect, just what I need. Alright, that'll help. Oh, they actually go down like that? I don't think I've ever seen them do that before. Okay. Keep thinking I got the jump ball already. Oh! That would have hurt a bit. always like to shoot that one just for fun. And there's like a way to... Ah, perfect. Alrighty, now let's see here. I gotta remember where exactly it is I'm supposed to go! Okay, I got it that time. Just kill this to get some more health. Yeah, I gotta bomb these all this way here. That wasn't too bad. I thought I was actually gonna do way more damage than it did. Okay, I don't want to go down there. That's where the blue one is. That could do a lot of damage to me. There's another flying guy around here? No, there isn't. Okay, for some reason I thought there was. Alrighty. Excuse me? It's one of those. There we are. And then I believe... which way is it? If I go this way, this is not where it is, because I dropped down from the top there. So I think I gotta go this way. As much as I love this game, my memory is always gonna be extremely horrible, no matter what. So because of how absolutely atrocious my memory can be... Okay, let's see. I think it's the one underneath. Because of how horribly atrocious my memory can be, I will never ever fully memorize everywhere I'm supposed to go when it comes to this game. Or any game for that matter. You know, every time I replay a game, it's like a brand new experience all over again. I can't remember if there was another save here. Perfect. Oh, and that's actually a perfect place to call it apart right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy the rest of the evenings. Good start so far. Only have had one death, and that was entirely my fault for getting a little bit too over cocky and trying to go through as fast as I could. A little too much, but hey, you know what? Fun all around, you know. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. We'll catch you all in the next part.